Hello, welcome back to Healing Mama Podcast. I am Val, aka Healing Mama, and I wanted to start off by letting you guys know that this week has been a challenge in the sense of I have been having technical difficulties while trying to record this podcast. I recorded it yesterday, not realizing that my mic was not picking up sound. So I had filmed a completely different podcast and it didn't work out. So I'm taking that as a sign from God, the universe, that wasn't meant to be posted. Not yet, at least, not quite. So I'm going to go with my gut and kind of just roll with this one. It's something that's been tugging and I feel like it's what suits me this week. So we will go ahead and kick off episode 11, and I'm going to title this "It Is What It Is," and we don't always have to be okay. So the quote I have today, it's a pretty lengthy one, so bear with me. It is titled "The Tale of Two Wolves." One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, forgiveness, truth, compassion, and faith." The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf wins?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." And this one has really hit home for me this week because it truly is the wolf that we feed. You know, we're feeding into our situations, our scenarios. And like I said, this week has been a bit of a different week for me. I have been on the struggle bus and I have had a hard time trying to remain positive. Again, I do struggle with depression and anxiety, so that's not anything too crazy. I have good times, I have bad times, as we all do. And so really, really deciding which wolf I'm going to feed. Am I going to feed the sorrow? Am I going to feed the self-pity, the guilt, the resentment? Am I going to feed into any of that? Or am I going to feed the good? And so really, really trying to focus this week on myself and self-love and knowing that it's okay to not have good days, knowing that I'm not always going to have it together. And when I do feel like I am in a bit of a funk, I do try to take care of myself. Grounding, meditation, spending some time focusing on what's going on. What can I learn from it? How can I heal from it? And how do I continue just to proceed and get myself back to center in a position and a place where I feel safe, where I feel happy. And it's been hard for me this week. It really, really has. Even when it comes to meditation, usually I can get myself to focus and really kind of dive into my meditation sessions and really feel it and be grateful for the moment that I have. But it's been hard for me to connect. And so the only thing I can think of is, I am going through some changes. My family's going through some changes, going through some things, and we're trying to figure it out and work things out. And so with all of those changes, I do feel a bit overwhelmed. And so kind of start to get back into the pattern where I want to take things into my own hands and I want to fix it. I do have a fixer mentality, which funny enough, that was the episode that I was going to or that I did film that didn't record. So that was going to be the episode. So more than likely, I will make the fixer mentality next week's episode. But for right now, my heart just chose to really just get on here and not so much, have something planned and laid out for you. I have no notes. I'm kind of just winging it. But to let you know that if you're struggling this week and you're going through it, or you were struggling last week, it's going to be okay. Just take a deep breath. And I always try to make sure that when I am taking a deep breath, I am inhaling all of the greatness that this world, this earth, this universe has to offer, and releasing anything that does not serve my greatest and highest good. So I want you to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to work on yourself, and through a healing journey, you're going to have ups and downs and waves and moments where, you feel so great and you see the change and you see the results, and other moments where you are on the struggle bus and you don't necessarily know, what's putting you in a funk, and you're utilizing the tools that you're familiar with or aware of, or that maybe that I've put into your path, and you're utilizing those tools, but you still can't get out of that funk. It's okay, because we will get out of it. And just knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what I keep telling myself. I keep telling myself, Val, this is temporary. We're not going to sulk in it. We're not going to, let it overwhelm us or have a victim mentality in it. We're going to be okay. We're in a funk, but we know how to fix it. And we're just going to keep doing those same routines, using those same tools to get us back to where we need to be, to get us back to center, and just having patience and grace with ourselves. And I feel like for a lot of the time, I didn't have grace with myself. So I would be upset that the situations around me weren't working out, and I was making it about me. And I wasn't very kind to myself. Those self-judgments were affecting me and causing me to belittle myself and dwindle down into a deeper depression. And so now I'm able to be aware of my situation and be aware of my feelings, and know that I can accept my feelings for what they are. They're feelings for this moment. They're feelings for this time. And they're not going to last forever. And I'm going to be okay. And so really, I just want you to know that you're going to be okay too, whatever you're going through. If you had lost your job, or you had, a loss in your family, or it doesn't even have to be that deep, and you're just having a bad day or a bad week, we're going to pull through this, and we're going to be okay. And holding on to our truth, and knowing that we are creating the best lives for ourselves, and that everything happens for a reason. Life is happening for us, not to us. And so when you stop and you're overwhelmed, stop and think, what is happening around me? What do I need to learn from it? And so this week, with me filming yesterday and getting ready to edit, it takes time, guys. It really does take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. And it is something that I love, and something that I like to do, because I love to share with you guys. And I love to, give you pointers and tips on how you can help, guide yourself through a healing path, through a healing journey, or even just to make your day a little bit better. And so it does take that time. And so I was feeling defeated when I realized that there was no audio to the camera or to the video. And so I was feeling very defeated. So I was kind of down and dwindling. And I told my husband, like, it just sucks. To be fully transparent, I was like, this sucks. I'm disappointed. I'm in a funk. I'm upset. And he's like, okay, it's all right. He was like, maybe it happened for a reason. And so in working together through our healing journeys, there's times where he checks me and he's like, hey, it's going to be okay. And he brings me back to center. So I'm so grateful for that. And even though I was still feeling upset and down and sad, I thought about what he said. And I'm like, you know what? He's right. Everything happens for a reason. Life is happening for me, not to me. So what can I take from this lesson is maybe this episode wasn't ready to be put out there yet. Maybe I need to re-look at what I was writing down and what I was going to share with you guys and revamp it. Maybe it just wasn't the right time. And so looking at filming and it not having any audio, I'm looking at it that it happened for a reason. I wouldn't be able to get on this camera and share with you guys the truth of it all if I just hit record and pretended like it didn't happen. And so I don't want to do that. I want to be very transparent in this journey, very transparent with you guys. And I don't want it to seem like, oh, hey, Val always has rainbows and butterflies coming out her ass, because she doesn't. And so excuse my language, but I don't. And I don't want to portray that I'm this 100% positive person all the time. Do I try? Yes. Do I fail? Yes. But it's okay, because I'm a human being and I'm going to fail. So I want to be brutally honest with you guys and let you know that I struggle, and let you know that I struggled this week, and I'll struggle again. But as long as I'm being transparent, and that I'm not just sitting up here on some kind of pedestal thinking that, hey, I have this healing journey, everything's going to be okay. no, I have my days. And so really just, wanting to be fully transparent with you guys and let you know that what you go through, I go through. What you've been through, I more than likely have been through. And sometimes maybe I haven't, but I can lend an ear and really try to help out in any way that I can in providing tools and resources. And so that being said, I have to utilize those tools to keep going. I have to utilize those tools to put out into the world what I want. And what I want is to help people. And so if that's sharing my whole life story, then that's what it is. And the good, the bad, the ugly, that's what you're going to get. And so it's been tough this week. I had felt frustration. I felt defeated. I felt like, I've put out an episode every week. We're on episode 11. So that's months of work. That's months of filming, months of energy. And like I said, I love it. I love sharing with you guys and putting it out there. And in the beginning of this podcast, I had somebody tell me, you only have 2 listeners. That's it. And guess what? I was going to do it for those 2 listeners. If I had 0 listeners and the only thing that I could do was film and edit and hear it myself, I was going to do that too, because in editing, I get to relearn and re-snap. And it's crazy because you think, Val, these words are coming out of you, but as much as they're coming out of me, I also learn from filming these podcasts. And so if I was just filming it for myself, I was going to do it regardless. If I was filming for 2 people, I'm going to do it regardless. But I have seen growth. I have seen people follow me, people comment, people message me in my DMs. And it's only proving to me that the time and energy that I put into these videos, into these podcasts is so, so worth it, because I am making a difference. And even if the part of me making a difference is somebody just feeling like they can relate, or somebody, messaging me and telling me that they had a bad day, then that was so worth it. And I will continue to go through the ups and downs of it all. Even if my mic gives out again or whatever the case, I will continue, and I will do it with a smile on my face, because I'm so grateful that God has given me this opportunity to have the strength to create a platform where I can share with others and where I can be vulnerable and share my experiences and the good, the bad, the ugly. And I'm grateful for that, because it does take courage. It does take a fearless person to get on here and record yourself and to edit and to post. Sometimes, people can look at it as, yeah, it's easy. You're talking to yourself. It's not. It's actually pretty weird. And it's even weirder to edit yourself and not be judgmental. And that is something that has also helped me. I'm learning to not judge myself and to come from a place of love, even when I'm seeing myself in these videos. And so I am grateful to God for all this opportunity. And I know that even greater things are on their way, and I'm ready for it. And I just hope that even in these small videos where they're unplanned and kind of willy-nilly and there's nothing that is really set in stone that I'm going off of, I hope that you can still take away from something, and knowing that we're going to be okay at the end of the day. And just take a deep breath. It's literally not even day by day sometimes. Sometimes you just have to go minute by minute, second by second. And this week, that's what it was for me. It wasn't necessarily where, I could take it day by day, because it was going moment by moment, because I was so frustrated and so overwhelmed, and what I was using tool-wise wasn't working. So it was hey, pump your brakes. We're going to take this moment by moment. And that makes it a little bit easier to swallow. It makes it more digestible. You're able to take it in and say, okay, just for the moment, I'm going to breathe. Just for this moment, I'm going to relax and know that everything is happening for me. And so really, really utilizing that tool. And I just want you to know, sometimes day by day is too much for us. Sometimes thinking about tomorrow, is overwhelming. And I heard this quote one time, is worrying about tomorrow's stressors with today's strength, you're not going to get anywhere, because you only have strength for today. You only have strength for the moment. So you're trying to jam pack yourself. So you have today's stressors and tomorrow's stressors, but yet you're only trying to carry that, or you're trying to take that on with today's strength. And that's not going to work. So I challenge you to take it moment by moment And when you are feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath and know that everything's going to be okay, because you don't even have to worry about the next hour. You don't even know if you're going to be here for the next hour. So just breathe, relax, and know that everything is happening for you, not to you. And so I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I want to long-term get some more guests on here, share their experiences, talk about their stories, have some people that are in my life join and talk about how my healing journey has also affected our relationships and how it's affected them on their end. So I do have big plans for this channel, this podcast. I'm excited and I'm grateful, like I said, for each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I started from zero and I'm growing, and I'm so grateful and blessed. And I'm so, so glad to have each and every one of you. Please, if you have any questions, comments, need to vent about something, you're going through it, do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on any of my social media platforms. Sorry about that. But I am here to help in any kind of way that I can. I truly enjoy seeing messages. When I get these DMs, it lights up my heart because I know that I'm helping someone. And that's all I'm here for. Like, that's my purpose in this lifetime. It's to help people and to be of service to people. And so to see that coming back and seeing that people are, needing help or just needing an ear or a shoulder to cry on, that's what I'm here for. Like I said, I feel like God put me on this earth to serve. And if my shoulder is that's what you need, then my shoulder's here to serve you. I'm here to serve you and to help you. And so I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for winging this one with me. Like I said, next week, I'll revamp the fixer mentality. So episode 12 will be the fixer mentality. But until then, I send you so much love, peace, joy, happiness, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. And until next time, have a great day. Bye, guys.